And it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes. They gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win. Applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out. I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your host, Coach Coombs, and this is FFC, and we're here to talk fantasy football. Yeah. What a scary week 8 that shit. Ooh-wee. Y'all enjoyed it? Ooh, I hope y'all can hear me. Got my mic too far away. I hope y'all enjoyed week 8. That week 8 is usually around Halloween, and it's usually a fright, boy, I'm telling you. Between bye weeks, between those late week 8 injuries. This one we got to talk about right now. I got to get to it one more time. Three times the charm. Because not only did the Vikings have a bad defense, not only did the Vikings not have a running back, not only did the Vikings lose their best wide receiver for at least 4 weeks, here we are again with another injury, another coach's couch participant. Kirk Cousins. Oh, my God. Oh, you Kirk Cousins haters. You like that? You like that? Huh? Oh, man. If that wasn't a blow to the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, my God. Torn Achilles, out for the season. Kirk, I've been supportive of you for a very long time. I wish you nothing but well wishes, and I hope you can come back. Probably won't be with the Minnesota Vikings. Not sure where you're going to go. A lot of places need a quarterback, so you'll find a job. And it could be. I just don't see it. I don't see them extending you. But this one was a really sucky one because it's like I hear the talk, Kirk Cousins. Now all of a sudden, right? Y'all ain't believe in Kirk when he was wearing the chains. Y'all ain't believe in Kirk when I even said Minnesota was going to be in the playoffs. They didn't make it to the NFC Championship game. Defense was weak. But they made it to the playoffs off 10-win season, like I said. And, like, nobody was looking at Kirk, right? Everybody was looking at everything else. Nobody was looking at Kirk. Y'all only saw Kirk. Y'all only saw Kirk, primetime game when he wasn't playing good. Anybody say nothing about that this year? No. Now all of a sudden Kirk Cousins go down. Now the media want to come out and say, if stats show Kirk Cousins didn't go down. He was on the verge of having the Vikings fight for the NFC North Division. Like, stop it. They were going to come in second place no matter what. If that much. Bears pretty much are falling by default. So, yeah. And Green Bay, they look good at first, and then they kind of look young now. So, yeah, by default, they would have failed a second, okay? They were fighting for nothing. They don't have a good defense. Their coach is not that great. So, I'm not going to say he was going to do all that. But I had them in second place with Kirk Cousins and everything that they had. It's just, oh, man, it's a sucky blow. Sucky blow. But, yep, Kirk, come on down. You going to hang out with Coach for a while. You know what, guys? Because Coach's Couch's segment it grows. There's a lot of players, and it would be great for the fans if they could see everybody. If I like move the screen over, had a bunch of stuff pop up. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to get some clips of all the players, and I'm going to get a couch. And so for Coach's segment, Coach's Couch, we're going to sit down and we're going to basically I'll have everybody added on there so everybody can see who's on Coach's Couch for the season. There's a lot of them. Like I think we've hit the number. I think we've hit 10 season-ending injuries, but I'll have to double check, and I'll have that for next time. But yep, Kirk Cousins is now on Coach's Couch with everybody else. It's gonna be a long season. Come enjoy it. Get some popcorn. I'll make you a pizza. Coach makes some great pizza. I'm known for that now. Yeah, over there at Maxwell's Pizza. Come on down, eat some. Come get some coaching advice from Coach, some fantasy advice. I mean, real talk. Come get some advice from Coach. Like, this is no joke. Like, Jose, my man, my pale brother from another mother, right? My little B. Do you understand? He took every single one of my advice, except for Waddle. You happy, Jose? They're not trading Waddle. No Waddle gone, right? I've been listening to Jose all year. He loves Jalen Waddle, and I've just been picking on him, saying that the Dolphins are going to trade him. And there will be some games, it looked like it. Like, nah, bro. But I tease him. That's his favorite receiver. He loves him. So he made every fantasy move he made revolved around making sure he drafted Jalen Waddle. Now he wanted Hurst, but I told him he wasn't gonna be able to get both. It wasn't gonna happen. And if he wanted Waddle, he would have to settle for Lamar. Being the type of quarterback he wanted out of Hurst, he'll get that out of Lamar. Not as many points, obviously, but supplementally, he'll get the same, right? So he did. He drafted Lamar, and he got Waddle. He ended up with Christian McCaffrey because that was his number one pick. He has Debo. That's hurting him right now. But he's got CeeDee Lamb. He's got Calvin Ridley. He's got Jalen Waddle. He's got Jamar Gibbs. I told him to draft Jamar Gibbs. I said draft him late. I think he got him in the 6th or 5th round, something like that. He picked up Matt LaPorta off the waiver wire, and like Coach told him to. Jose started 0-2. I told Jose, don't panic, bro. Relax. If you 0-2 right now, it's because there's a lot of stuff on your roster that need to be ironed out. That's it. You don't have these lucky touchdowns that everybody is starting off with being 4-0. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some rosters like Danny, who's undefeated. He's undefeated because Danny has been making moves and trades and drops since week 1. Danny doesn't have the same roster he started week 1 with. You can go undefeated week 1. And then he made moves in week 2 and won. And then he made moves in week 3 and then he won again. So he doesn't have the same roster. That's different. That being undefeated, you're undefeated with different rosters in a sense, okay? That's completely different. You don't have the same roster that you drafted. You understand? So his strategic moves allowed him to stay undefeated right now. Will Danny take losses? Absolutely. It doesn't matter what you do at a certain point. Between what? Week 5? Nah, that ain't the ugly week. Week 6, 7 to week 12, that's the ugly bye weeks. Like, it's ugly. Like, nobody's playing. Especially we got that Thanksgiving week. Like, you get them ugly games on Thursday. You get little sprinkle games, rest of them on Sunday. It's like, ugh. It's like nobody's playing. You understand what I'm telling you? So I think that's where he may take his first loss. And that's because why? Trade deadline is done. He can't trade no more. He can't make no moves outside of dropping and picking up people. So it's gonna get a little more stickier for him. Can't move and maneuver the way he used to when the trades was open. Same as Gus. Hell, Gus got the trading. Motherfucker ended up. I mean, my bad. Oops, sorry. But my buddy ended up with AJ Brown. And got Jalen Hurst. Nobody want to trade with him no more. We got Waddle, but nobody want to trade with him no more. And he's been doing good, but he lost three games, I think, or 4. That's because nobody wanted to make any moves, and he does have weakness at running back. We got to figure out some things right now. It's pretty much preying on the demise of players so we can pick them up, pick up the backup. Like it's bad out there in his league. Somebody is up at 3:00 in the morning, plucking everywhere. I'm telling you, it's really bad out in his league. But Jose started 0-2. Jose's roster got clowned and laughed at. Jose 5-3. Ooh. Jose 5-3. That's a scary roster. It's scary to be like that. He's on a 3-game win streak during bye-week fiasco. You understand what I'm telling you? He's on a 5-week, he's on a 3-week, and it's not going to stop because his waiver wire, all his bye-week players, they come back next week, right? If Jamar Gibbs goes on bye, okay. If Christian McCaffrey is on bye, guess what? He got Jamar Gibbs to play. Now he got a 1 to replace a 1 because Jamar Gibbs is that 1. This is why you wait for rookie running backs. This is why you take them late in the draft. This is why you do not draft a guy like Bijan Robinson early. You don't do that. I think if Bijan Robinson was on a team that had playoff aspirations, right? Meaning you at least know they're going to win 9-8 games. Yes, you take Bijan Robinson at number 4. Because why? At the time, when the Jets looked like they could have been like that, in that division, not because they thought they were great record-wise, division-wise, when Breece Hall got there, that's what it looked like. Then he got hurt. That one there's nothing you can do on that aspect. You know what I mean? Now look at him. Everybody happy. He's back. He's running the ball. They took the snap count off of him. This rookie is ready to go because he understands the scheme. He understands his running lanes. He understands what opposing defenses are doing on the line. He's reading things properly. He understands. Bro, he looks really good. Jamar Gibbs looks real good. His vision is amazing. Again, in the beginning of the season, David Montgomery looked great. What you was going to do? Bench that? No, you can't. You have a rookie who has plenty of time he's going to get playing football. Relax. That's why you didn't need to draft him no higher than the 5th or 6th round. I did that with Jamar. I did that with Kareem Hunt when he was a rookie. He went off. I did that with Jacobs when he was a rookie. He went off. I did that with Metcalf when he was a rookie, and he went off. He went off when Will Dissly went down. I drafted Metcalf. I think I picked either I drafted him with my last pick or I picked him off the waiver wire right after the draft was over. And I knew why. He was the 3rd in targets, and if you're 3rd in targets with Russell Wilson, it's like 4 catches. It's minimal. But if ever I needed him in a pinch and a flex, I feel like I'd be able to trust and put that in. Will Dissly went down because he was eating. So who's going to get all those Will Dissly targets? It was DK Metcalf. Now he's in my flex every week with 17 to 21 points. His rookie season. He was getting minimal yards, 4 or 5 catches, but he was up. It went from 3 to 5 catches to 5 to 7 catches a game. When Will Dissly went down, the target value went up. He's gonna get them because he was getting 3 to 4 in the game as the 3rd target, and it's kind of hard to get that with Russell Wilson. But with DK Metcalf as the 3rd target, he's getting wide open on people, so it's a little easier. But anyway, Coach lost his train of thought real quick. So again, come talk to Coach. Coach gonna set you right, bro. I'm gonna set you right, okay? Me and John, I drafted John's whole roster. I hit him up with a tight end. He got we got Schultz from the Texans. We still got some work to do on his roster because he got hit with the injury bug and busted bums like Javonte Williams. Yeah, that's the ones that hurt, man. The ones that I pushed to do, and they didn't do nothing. Like, what? Oh, anyway. It is what it is. Sometimes those things happen. All right, Lo, let's check the comment section. We got a couple people here. Oh, we got Tomo! 5-3. What? That man got a dream team. Tomo, what is your roster again? What is your roster again? Oh, yeah, he got that dream team. As I tell you, I hooked Jose up, bro. I hooked him up. Me and that man, I tell you, he was patient with me. Every week he was in the WhatsApp chat. Coach, do I start this person? Do I sit this person? Should I drop and pick up this person? We were at it every week. He took every single last one of my advices. He's 5-3. That's simple. Am I gonna be right all the time? I hope so. I be praying. But if you tell me, do I start Devontae Adams? Oh my God. Do I start Devontae Adams? I'm going to tell you, you don't sit Devontae Adams. What I'm going to tell you is you may not be happy with the results that happened at the end of the game. And if it were me, I wouldn't play him. If it were me, I would have drafted him anyway. Why? God, Garoppolo's his quarterback. What did you think you were going to get? Please tell me. I mean, John Hopkins showed not everybody can throw the football. Will Levis is literally about to take Tannehill. You all thought Tannehill was getting that job back? Let me tell you something, y'all. If Travis Etienne was on any other football team, dude, he'd be a backup running back. He is a starting running back because Trevor Lawrence is his guy. When I say his guy, like, I wouldn't be surprised if when Travis goes with Trevor House, he got his own room. Simple as that. That's how close they are. The dude only gets 54 yards in the game rushing, right? But how is he in the end zone twice? Every game. Why? His homeboy put him in there every game. Do you not see? Let me tell you about best friends. Let me tell you what best friends can do. I'm open. I'm always open. Yeah, he publicly came. I don't care what y'all say. Man came in as quarterback. Why? Because they got the kind of respect for each other. Because when did Burrow go out there? Oh, you want to play games? Burrow purposely went out there and threw the ball like he did. And what happened? Chase caught every single last one of them. It's time for them to step it up is what they basically did to each other. And seems like the Bengals are on a roll. I'm telling you, hey, it's just like Joe say, just like Boss Man say, every single year they start ugly, and then they go. Pew. Can't knock what you see. But so with Kirk Cousins now down, we turn to Josh Dobbs in a big trade. Big trade. I hated all the other trades. No receiver got traded like Cincinnati. Not Cincinnati. Kansas City. I guess it's Kadarius Toney to the Super Bowl. That's what y'all about to tell me. He about to catch all of them in the Super Bowl. Is what y'all about to tell me. Because why didn't y'all get anybody? There was nobody worth it. Nobody. You didn't have no money. Like, what's going on? Like, I don't see y'all in the Super Bowl. Not with any. You have no weapons. You have nothing. You got a lot of ball droppers. If Kelsey get hit one bad time in that leg, it's pretty much done for the season for you guys. So I hope Taylor Swift powers are really. I hope these Swifties are in the stadium with you guys, help and uplift everything, because y'all ain't got nobody to throw the ball to. Weird. So Josh Dobbs, is that the answer? I don't know. I mean, he wasn't answering. He looked good in fantasy, but it wasn't like he'd answer with the Cardinals. Not really sure what the move's for. And they traded their center. I get it. Josh Dobbs is mobile, so you don't necessarily need the center that way. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see, bro. Again, the defense still sucks. They were still scoring a lot of points and still losing a lot of games. It's not like the defense just automatically. You think because they beat the 49ers? No, don't do that to yourselves, people. Don't do that to yourselves. Anything can happen when you lose a left tackle. So just like Travis Etienne can get in the basket, can get in the hole, or can get in the end zone twice, right? Let's take it back to running champions like, I don't know, Sean Alexander, right? Why? Because Hutchinson, the right tackle, the one who opens holes, was right there. You know what happened when Hutchinson left? Them holes closed quick. He went over there in Minnesota. Them holes closed quick in Seattle. I don't think people understand the true value of an offensive lineman. On Coach's show, though, they get praised. They may not get fantasy points, but they're going to get a lot of praise on my show because, my God, I don't think people get that. Don't look at the 49ers this week right now. They're losing a field stretcher in Deebo Samuel, okay? And they're losing a left tackle. People don't get why he looked like an AI. He had a left tackle, Trent Williams. With that, you know what that kind of friendship and love means is Brock Purdy can close his eyes and sit there and dream of budding flowers, streams of rivers, and then throw the football. And he will be untouched. You know what happens when you lose that loving, cuddly left tackle? The only woman, a person that has eyes in the back of their head is a woman after birth. Okay? Men, we don't have that. Quarterbacks, you damn sure ain't got nowhere near them kind of senses. They need to be here. You ain't got nothing here. Okay? That's what that left tackle is for. And when he's gone, these from here become that's exactly what happens. That's exactly because when a defensive coordinator knows it ain't about the players on the field, guys, these are schemes that are drawn up. Okay? When they lost that first game by a field goal, didn't matter after that. The defensive coordinators after that game saw what you could do to the 49ers with our left tackle, period. You think the Vikings defense is good or they're getting no. That dude lost his left tackle. And the defense coordinator followed the same scheme to get to Brock Purdy. Until that man comes back, it's gonna be rough. Okay, it really is. I mean, Brandon Ayuk is still eating. Christian McCaffrey's still eating, but he's turning the ball over now because why? He's a little timid back there now with the way he's throwing. And look, he's still playing good football, but that is football. Where he never had to worry about the side of this body getting touched. It's a little different when that protection is gone. That's just the way the NFL works. And he's feeling that right now. And that's good. Would you not rather fall 3 games now in the middle of the season where half the season is now gone and you are still 5-3, number 2 in your division, right? Where these injuries are not season ending and they will come back and you can get back to football. Hell, I like the addition to Chase Young. If he's still not getting beat up by one lineman, maybe there's a defensive coach over there that can actually teach this guy what to do. But if it worked, I don't know how you're gonna handle Bosa and Chase. That's that right there. It's again. Here's the thing. I think with Chase, you get handled by one lineman. Now, I haven't seen too much of that this year. I just haven't seen enough. Interior action. 1 tackle here, 2 sacks, but I don't see a culmination in games. You may get that with this type of defense that they already have. You don't know. It might be a little nasty having Chase Young coming right behind you. So everybody over here around the Brock Purdy quarterback. 49ers about to get right back to rocking everybody else. So beware. Beware. All right. Dylan, my man, let's see what you got. Redraft, full PPR. Give up Diggs, Ford, Goddard for ETN, Hockenson, and Devontae Smith. I like Hawkinson and I like ETN, and I still like Devontae Smith. He's not getting in the end zone. It'll be sporadic, but I'm pretty sure you have consider your depth. Yeah, but this is what I'm looking for. Christian McCaffrey, Ford, Roshan, DeMarco. You can get rid of DeMarco. Singletary, Herbert, Diggs, Ayuk, Waddle. Yeah, I like the trade. Because with ETN, you can definitely drop DeMarco. With Devontae Smith, who would you drop? Maybe Shaheed? Unless you got the depth to keep everybody else. But yeah, I still like the trade. Or yeah. Or as a redraft. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, that gives you more depth at running back, especially with ETN over the Mercado. Good morning. You answer trade questions? I absolutely do, Alec. I answer every fantasy question. Any fantasy question you got, you come to Coach. Coach got you. Coach, sorry for sounding snuffled, getting over a cold I had or sickness I had over the week. Jose. Nah, everybody got sick at work, man. I had to tell my son he had to stay away from the job. Couldn't get no peace over the weekend. It was like, everybody in the kitchen get sick. But we all good to go. Hey, Teddy, how you doing, pimp? All right, let me see if Tomo sent me that information I asked for. Yes, he did. Let's see here. You got Dak Prescott. Hey, look, I'm going to go ahead and leave Dak alone. Unless he plan on throwing 3 picks a game between now and the rest of the season, Dak ain't throwing 10 interceptions. And even if he does, at this point, Dak's playing really good football. It's like leave him alone. I get to mess with old Thummy boy though, old Mr. 4000. Yeah, well, I don't see that coming. You done miss what? You about to miss another game too? Yeah. Your time with the Chicago Bears are about to be finito. All right, we got Dak Prescott, Derrick Henry, Derrick Henderson, Mike Evans, Jalen Waddle, Darren Waller, Jerome Ford. They really messed up with that Jerome Ford thing, bro. Because that I now I got to sit and tell y'all fantasy people who have watched football. I'm 39 years old. I've been watching football a long time. Since when have you ever seen a doubtful suit up? That had me lost. And I'm mad because I was sick and I ain't give nobody no information on Saturday like I was supposed to have the show. I'm so sorry, man. The coach was dead to the bed. Man, I hate when that happens. But I had no idea. That man had a doubtful next to his name. I've never seen a doubtful suit up. So now, I guess we've changed the game. I mean, Aaron Rodgers all in the end zone, taking 3-step dropbacks and throwing the football. Yo, he gone to a dark place and came back here. I'm done. Aaron Rodgers playing in the playoffs. If you don't believe me, call it what you want, but I've never seen a person, he ain't got a boot on. He got whatever's inside his shoe. But he taking 3-step dropbacks. He throwing the ball. Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl. The script has been written. All right. Who we got? Back up Baker Mayfield, Odell Beckham, Nigba, Ferguson, Aubrey. You don't have a bad, so it's like everybody, you make some good moves from originally. So yeah, you do not have the same roster you started with. That I can tell, which is always good. You never want to start off with the same roster. You got to make moves. You got to make trades. Really needs an apology. No, the hell he don't. Why? Because he went off a game again. Where is my consistency? Give me, bruh. Give me 4 weeks straight. 4 weeks straight of good football. Then I'll give him an apology. And I will thank him for taking his role as the number 2 while Kirk is the number 1. Because I'm not going to apologize for sporadic games. How many people had him on his bench? It ain't like people started Calvin Ridley with confidence. Let's be real now. He got me 15 last week, and that's fine. That's fine. Let's see consistency. That's absolutely fine. But let's see consistency. Like, I left DK Metcalf alone. Why? Because at least he getting consistently 13, 14 points. They ugly, but at least he's somebody flex option every week. Slowly moving up the ranks, fellas. What up? That's my man right there, y'all. That's my arch rival, my college syndicate. Hey, so Carl, I gotta ask a question. On a serious tip, is the situation with Michigan State the reason why the football team is kind of what they are right now? And how long do you think, when this situation is over, will Michigan State be back to Michigan State football? See, I got to start Mac this week. Why you, bruh? Come on. Oh, my God. I can't believe. Teddy, what's your record? I didn't know your record. I'm not going to. Sunshine got a bye week. So then you need to drop Mac Jones and go find somebody on the waiver wire to go stream. Bruh, Josh Dobbs has got a new job. Unless somebody got him. There's got to be somebody on the waiver wire to stream. There's got to be. And if not, well, good luck to Mac Jones, because he getting benched this week. If he has another bad game, he's getting benched this week. FBI moving in on the Wolverines. And what I got to figure, what's going on with that? I got to find more information on that too, unless you have it too. I do think that doesn't help MSU, but I think if this situation didn't exist, we might only maybe 2 more wins. Okay, so it's more so. I see what you're saying. It's more so Ross in the situation. It's like a combination, a little bit of both things. 2-6. 2-6, and you rocking with Mac Jones. Well, Teddy, we gonna Teddy. You are gonna go to the school of fantasy football coach. I think that's what I'm gonna do this summer, fellas. When football's all over, I don't stop. I don't know how to stop football just because football going on the dang on timeout from February to doggone August. I don't stop. So you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna do some one-on-ones with coach in fantasy football. We're gonna go line by line, position by position, point by damn point. We don't stop all this Mac Jones drafting crap. We don't stop it. Teddy, we're gonna get you right. Anybody else, it's free of charge. It's free. You're gonna come right on here, live stream with coach, and we're gonna sit right here and we're gonna go one by one, line by line. I have some stuff drawn up. Coach got a little fancy pen here. Hopefully I can do some digital design work so we can go step by step. Students, we're going to school this summer. You understand? Or this off season. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, Teddy. What up, Kevo? Just scooped up McBride, Goddard. Been so consistent in this offense. I haven't been inconsistent. So I don't think Goddard's. I like the McBride pickup, but I don't think that Goddard's been inconsistent. We have to remember, Jalen Hurst is not a 400, 300-yard passer. And the way when Goddard was going off, the defenses they played against weren't good against tight ends. That's simply it. But what does that mean? The schemes were to go to Goddard. Simply. Dude was eating. Why? Nobody was holding him. Because all you can do is you have to double team Smith. You cannot leave him one-on-one. It's about as bad as leaving Tyreek Hill. He's just not Tyreek Hill speed. But you can't leave Smith one-on-one, right? Doesn't matter. You got to put 2 on him. And if you do put 2 over here on A.J. Brown, that still leaves other people there. It's a lot of amounts to feed, but it's the way they work their schemes. Wherever the weakness is on the defense, that's what Hurst attacks. And you can tell by the yardages he has by the end of the game, their attack yardages, 193, 212, 245. I don't think he's had too many, if not one 300-yard game yet. And maybe just one. And that's because they're not playing. He's not methodically throwing the football. No, It's attack passes. It's attack football. Okay, it's hit the open guy and the scheme that we're working because we know where they're weak at. So that's why Goddard was going off, and it's going to scale a little bit and maybe even stop because they're going to play defenses now that are a little bit better against that. Their schedule is going to get a little bit tougher here against certain positions on the field, so other places are going to get open. Like A.J. Brown might not get all these 137-yard, 40 or 50-yard games. It might start shrinking to 112, 98. And not every game, but he may have maybe, 9 games left, right? He may have 5 more 100-yard games, but they might not be as high. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. And because the ball might go, they might shift to Smitty depending on the way the back end of the season goes, because it's playoff time now. This is playoff football right now. Week 8 is over. The first half of the season is done. Finito. Crossroads. All right? It's playoff time now. Every game you win or lose dictates your positioning. If you are below 500 right now, we can go ahead and start showing those elimination pictures now. Bears, Atlanta. I get it. They beat the Texans, but Panthers. Let's start showing those pictures now. Tampa Bay, you only got 2 wins. I know Baker looked good, but I mean, let's not forget, it's ran by Todd sorry-ass Bowles. I'm taking the fine for that one because he's sorry as hell, y'all. I don't know what nobody else sees, but I see it, and I'm sorry. It is Baker Mayfield who looks good out here. And Todd Bowles can't even help the man win games. Yeah. Oh, he's not an offensive coordinator. No, he's a defensive coach. Yeah, so that crap y'all seeing on the field right now, that's a Todd Bowles defense. Something I've been telling y'all forever. But y'all got fooled. That's okay. Everybody got fooled when they watched the Super Bowl. That Todd Bowles defense in the Super Bowl, when Patrick Mahomes was down 2 offensive linemen and had turf toe, I would send 11 people after him too. That man blitzed the first time in his entire career and won a Super Bowl for it. Kudos. It's still a Todd Bowles defense at the end of the day because everybody else got linemen and everybody else, he ain't blitzing. He ran that ugly cover 2. So you can score in the cover 2. It's not hard. Let's see. I think if we finish the Rutgers game and maybe win the Minnesota game. Okay. Even got Julio taking red zone targets now. Yeah, and that's exactly what he's going to do. So with Goddard, yeah. And again, that was an amazing drop because, yes, Goddard's little shine, that's done. It's not. You got to know when to pivot and move in fantasy, bro. That was a good pivot and move right there. Anybody say you got to hold on to tight ends? Unless you're T.J. Hockenson. Travis Kelce, of course. Matt LaPorta. Okay. He been tearing it up. Yeah, boy, y'all be making fun of golf, man. Look. Again, I've always said it. If golf has a clean pocket, he's going to have a great game. He don't like getting hit. That's all. And that offensive line with the Rams got real thin after Belichick exposed them in the Super Bowl. That's all. But what did that coach decide to do? Just dump his quarterback because he wasn't his guy anymore. That's all. So you look good, Jared Goff. I know you had a rough game last week, but hey, have that rough game now. Look, it was ugly week. It was ugly football, Halloween. But anyway, regardless, you have those games now. Have them now. Okay? Have those. Would you rather, if you're a 49ers fan, right? Real talk. Would you rather have 3 straight losses now or 3 straight losses at the end of the season? 3 straight losses at the end of the season still gets you in the playoffs and puts you out in the first round. You ain't ready. You're nowhere near ready. 3 straight losses now. As long as it's 3 straight losses and we've picked ourselves up, we've got back into San Francisco football, we're winning football games again, it's fine, bro. It's fine. And what that means is now come playoff time, they're going to be able to deal with adversity. They have to deal with being down and winning games And maybe that's been an issue, and that was to have that issue now. Even if they lose again next week, okay. They're 5-4, still above 500. There's still plenty of football left. They still going to win streak and be 12-4. It's still a lot. That's how much football is left. Yeah, exactly how much football is left. So 9-8 still puts them in the playoffs. Have the ugly games now. Have the difficulty now. So you and show adversity later. Okay? Don't let it stick too long. Or other people will creep up. But the NFC is a little weak right now. They'll be fine. They'll be just fine. Again, he needs his left tackle. Like every quarterback. All right, y'all want to play fair? Go look at Tom Brady without a left tackle. Go tell me how pretty those games were. Because they were horrendous. He had turnovers. 3. He played terrible. I don't care who you are, you ain't got no left tackle. I mean, think about it. Think about a team that starts off without a left tackle. It's a dog. It's a duty show. Okay? So a team that had one and lost one, bruh, it's over. I don't care. I've never seen a team lose a left tackle, have another one come in and just be like, I'm your guy. No. You're not ready to be that kind of guy yet. You're not ready for those kind of schemes and movements yet. You ain't been that way. Okay? You ain't been destroyed by the defensive lineman yet. Okay? It don't work like that. I'm sorry. That's not the way the world works in football. You lose a left tackle, you just pretty you. It's like it's almost like losing your quarterback. It's almost like if you lost Justin Jefferson. Respect the linemen, people. They are pinnacle to what everything does on the football field. Without it, well, look at Giants. They ain't got no offensive line. They ain't got no receivers either. Let's see. Sam Laporta. On the bud, I got to start Dalton Schultz. Yeah. Absolutely. Damn, you got both? Oh, my God. Good job. Bye. Yeah. Sam Laporta, I got that. Sam Laporta on the bye. Good pick. That's a good pickup. That's a really good pickup. Let's see. Had 2 weeks, I lost by less than 10 in a row. Gabe Davis for Devontae Smith and Zeke. Do I accept the trade? I'm going to get to you, Kevo. I'm going to answer Teddy real quick. Gabe Davis for Devontae Smith. The problem with your roster is Zeke is not vulturing like he should, and that's unfortunate. And that's coach's fault. And I want to say it's coach's fault, but it's not coach's fault because he's been getting the vulture targets, but he can't keep ball in his hand, bro. I'm so sorry about that. That's what I'm sorry about. I ain't see the fumbling coming out of him like this, but I'm gonna have to say yeah because Gabe Davis right now is more reliable than both of them for your roster. So definitely make that trade. Absolutely. Let's see, Kev. Now Coach Hurst been close to that 300-yard mark a little lately. Close to ain't it? Like, okay, here's what I mean. If Hurst was putting up 303 yards, 315, 330 a game, Goddard actually would have a little bit more. He would actually be more consistent with like a 5 for 54 type thing. Why? Because a lot more guys would eat. But he ain't there. He's still in the shorter yard frame, which are more direct targets, and it's what the target does after the catch because they don't throw a lot. It's not like he's throwing 50 times a game. Just remember that. He's only throwing like 25, close to 30. So his passing is not like everybody else's right now because they still run the ball more. They still have more. They have a more balance between rushing and passing. So when that happens, it's like he's not a game manager, but they have game quarterback managing numbers by way they scheme the ball, i.e., because they run a lot. Okay, so his passing is very limited because they run more than they pass. So it's going to be very hard for him to even reach that on a regular basis. How about 4 straight losses? I said 4. You can say they can take 4 straight. It'd be rough. The ugly talks will come. People will say that they're not, they're going to say what they want to say. But you can't go on a 5-game losing streak. Now is issues. What's really going on in San Francisco? I think if they had to take a loss and it was 4 straight, I think San Francisco could take 1 more. As long as it's a fight, like it's not blown out, they don't look trash. As long as they can fight, it's just there's still some issues that they iron out. I.e., it's because they're losing it. They got their left tackle, and then hopefully when he comes back, as long as it's when the left tackle comes back and they look good again, that's where we see. Okay, that's exactly what the issue is. Let's move on. They're playing back to good football. If the left tackle comes back, he still look like Brock Purdy look right now. Now, there's another little issue we are talking about. See what I'm saying? So I think if it's 4 straight losses without the left tackle, they might be okay. Especially the NFC is still they'll drop again. 4 straight losses, and if they win out the rest of the games, it still puts them at 12-4. And if they don't win out the rest of the games, right? At worst, that puts them at 10-6 in that division. That's fine. Or 10-7 at worst. So I think they'll be fine. I picked up the Niners to miss the playoffs before the year. Why? Why you hating? Because Philly went 7-1. They'd be all right. Here's the team I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Niners. I'm not yet. I'm not worried about Niners. There's significant injuries, and when those significant injuries come back, as long as they look like 49ers football again, remember, I said it too. I said it when they were looking good. I said, one person go down, and his little sister they got, it snaps. I did say that. And here's the snap. So let's see what happens when they put it back together, right? Here's the team I ain't worried about. I don't trust Miami. I know they look good, guys. I know they look good. I know they win a lot of games. I get it. You want to know what Coach C? They played 2 great defenses and they lost. I don't care that the 49ers have 3 straight losses. Technically, that first one, they kick them as a field goal. Oops. I hate those. So it's still a loss. But Miami, against 2 great teams, lost. Bills, who are kind of fluky, but they're good, and the Eagles. So that's who I'm worried about, because I'm going to need you guys to win against one of these good top 5 teams, top 10 teams. Because if not, it's going to look real bad come playoff time. Yeah, I get it. They look good now. I get it. 2 MVP. Woo. No, that's Tyreek Hill, obviously. He getting 2,000 yards. That's MVP right there. But if they don't fix this little issue of not being able to play against good defenses, why? Because there's a weakness that they have that I exposed in the preseason when the Texans played them. The interior defense is weak. This is why Waddle has a hard time going off, because if somebody gets that interior defense, he got to dump it off the Barrios. So by the time Waddle gets out his break, Hill's already wide open down the field. You got to throw it. So that interior D and the fact that they have a problem with beating good teams, that's worrisome. That's real worrisome. All right, so let's see. Let's get back to where we were. Where were we? All right, so, well, technically that was our new segment. I forgot to have a banner for it, but that was our new segment that we have called Talk to Coach, where we basically just sit here Sorry, that was not. I'm sorry. We're about to start our new segment called Talk to Coach. It's like I did it in my head. It's like I already done. Sorry, y'all. So when we take a commercial break and when we come back, we're gonna get started with that new segment. And that way, basically, what it is we're gonna have some time here where you come and basically just voice your frustration with players that you've had in week 8, frustration with your roster, frustrations you've had with coaches, if you have any, What if you have anything good to say about players? If you have anything good to say about coach, hey, this is your time to come on and talk to coach and hash those conversations out. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk to coach.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we live in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm ready to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from commercial break, and we are getting ready to start our new segment called Talk to Coach. All right, so this is where we come here and we talk to Coach. And again, you just come on and we have a conversation through the comments about any players you want to talk about. It can even be start sit. It can. This is your time. For this little time, we're going to sit here and just have a conversation with Coach. You know what I mean? Before we move into the rest of our segment. So I'm going to get back to this one comment. You don't trust who's DC again, Kevo? Oh, you don't trust the 49ers DC. It's a little different with DeMeco Ryans gone, right? I can't lie about that. It's a tad bit different with DeMeco Ryans gone. So it does look, it's not, it's and Salsa. So the new guys, it's almost like the challenge is there. You know what I mean? Can he handle it? But I said, outside of that, I mean, and I'm not going to be too hard on him because you got to remember, outside of these 3 rough games they've had, I mean, they've only allowed 1 touchdown almost a game, when they started the season. So it wasn't too bad. They were still a formidable team. They were destroying 34-7. They were beating teams pretty bad. They've hit a bump in the road because they're dealing with some injuries. So when those offensive injuries come back, let's pump the brakes on being worried about the 49ers right now and just understand football is football, and some teams have their bad days. Now you get your things back. Things don't look good still. Now, what's going on? Now we a little worried. Okay. Hopefully the trade lance talks don't start rising up if it looks bad with everything coming back. You know what I mean? I hope it's not one of those toxic issues. Let's see here. Bronson, let's see. Streamer quarterback, Carr, Baker, or Bryce Young. Ooh. Let's see. So that's a good question. Let me see here. Let's go look at some notes. So let's look at Mayfield real quick. Mayfield, you are playing Houston. So against Detroit, he had 6 points. Against Philly, he had 10. He had 21 against Buffalo. Yeah, that's Buffalo look real fluky. But that Houston defense is not. But he still has 2 good receivers. Okay, so Baker Mayfield at Houston on the road. Still with his weapons, I still think he's going to put up decent numbers. Let's see who else is there. Who else did you say? Carr. Him and Kamara looking good. I wanted to see if there was another quarterback that could throw the ball to him outside of Drew Brees. Let's see here. Derek Carr against Chicago. I do like that. I really like that. And Bryce Young, who just won, right? Let's see. Brycey. Against Indiana. No, I wouldn't do Bryce Young. He's out. I would go with Derek Carr. Against he's playing against Chicago. They still don't have what's his name? Justin Fields back. That defense still isn't good. So, and I think Derek Carr and the Kamara thing is going to look really good. So I would continue that and stream Derek Carr. Absolutely. All right, so we're going to keep coaches talk to coaches segment going, but until I get some more questions, I'm going to move on to our next segment as well, which is Fantasy Buzz. Where you at, guys? Who is going? Where you at? Oh, coach went too far. Huh? Fantasy Bus. That's all I look for. Look for the boo button. Coach is still working on the producing. But yeah, so we got some ugly ones. So let's go ahead and get into these fantasy busts for the week. Where we at? Where's my page? Brought to you by Fantasy Football on Instagram. And our fantasy bust for the week. All right. So, no, not you. I need you. There we go. All right. All right. So, our first fantasy football dud of the week. Tony Pollard. 53 rushing yards, 1 reception for 2 yards. Fantasy value of 6.5 points. You didn't do too good, pimp. Especially with the win that they had. I'm surprised. But I looked like it was more of an air game because it was a CD Lamb day. So those do tend to happen. Our second bust of the week. Isaiah Pacheco. 40 rushing yards, 3 receptions for -3 yards. So for every catch you had, it sent you back. Oh, that little leg, ugly body of yours ain't working for this team right now. Another fantasy bust we have. Oh, Puka Nacua. 3 receptions for 43 yards. I mean, it was a bad day for the Rams because Cooper Kupp didn't do any better. 4 receptions for 21 yards. I mean, that's horrible. So both your receivers couldn't do anything. It'd be like that sometimes. It's just what's worse is the guy who has both of them. The guy who said, I'm going to play Kupp and Puka at the same time. And you got a total fantasy value of a Duke. That's horrible. 7 and 6 points. Ooh-wee. And our fantasy dud for week 8, our top one. Who would have thought he would be here? Patrick Mahomes. 24 for 38 for 241 yards with 2 interceptions and 20 rushing yards with 1 fumble. Not a good day with 3 turnovers for 5.6 points in that blizzard of Denver. Ooh. Hey, they did it to themselves. Let's not put all this on Denver like they went out there and played let's ride football. No. It was just a bad all-around game for the Chiefs. And they just didn't sweep the Broncos. That's all. But let's see. Any more? Nope, those were just some specific duds. I don't do too many. I just like to do like the worst 5 that they have of the week because why? There's many more heroes to discuss. Get your popcorn, people. Because how about them Cowboys? Yeah, that's right. A few of them on these heroes list. That's right, baby. We've got some fantasy heroes to discuss. Let's see here. Where are we at? Fantasy studs. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey. 54 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 6 receptions for 54 yards, and a touchdown for a fantasy value of 29 points. My man, Sam Howell. Yeah. Nobody know that. I do every week. He played great football every week. 39 for 52, 397 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. With 11 rushing yards for a fantasy value of 31 points. A.J. Brown. 8 receptions for 130 yards and 2 touchdowns while continuously making history for a fantasy value of 33 points. DeAndre Hopkins. 4 receptions, 128 yards with 3 touchdowns. Don't get excited. Will Levis will be the quarterback, but that's not sustainable. But what is sustainable is we will see DeAndre Hopkins' value in fantasy stay up. I do agree. And last but not least, well, they need no introduction.
Today is all about we them boys. How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Because they got their own introduction. CeeDee Lamb. 12 rushing yards, 12 receptions, 158 yards, and 2 touchdowns for a whopping 41 fantasy points. That was outstanding. All right, let's move on to quarterbacks for fantasy football. Who do we have? Jalen Hurts, 29 for 38, 319 yards. CKF told you 319. That's it. 4 touchdowns. Now, that is Jalen Hurts football. With 6 rushing yards and a fumble, it's not. Should have had 30 points. 27.4 points in fantasy. Your man is back. The Bengal Tigers are coming. So Burrow, 28 for 32 for 238 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 43 rushing yards. He put that rushing on display too. I did that on purpose. And
how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him their own. Dak Prescott, 25 for 31 for 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Oh, you continuing? Oh, I thought you had a perfect game. Oh, I think that's 6. It's 5 or 6. You only need 5 more. Oh. I'll keep counting. I ain't gonna leave you alone. You should have thrown the pick. But a whopping fantasy value of 28.1 points. Josh Allen, the god of football, fantasy football, for 31 for 40, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, that ugly interception, 41 rushing yards for another touchdown. And we already discussed him, Mr. Sam Howell. All right. Let's move into wide receivers. We've already did CeeDee Lamb and DeAndre Hopkins and AJ Brown. Coming in at number 5, we have Jamar Chase. -8 rushing yards. Don't know what that was about. But 10 receptions, 400 yards, and a touchdown for 25 points. And Tyreek Hill, of course, stays on the top 5 charts. 8 receptions, 112 yards, and a touchdown for 25 points. Okay, moving right along to running backs. All right, so outside of Christian McCaffrey, we have Trevor Lawrence's best friend and Travis Etienne. 79 is it. 79 rushing yards is it. 3 receptions for 70 yards and a touchdown. Oh, only 1 touchdown this week. Wow, I'm shocked. Alvin Kamara, 59 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 4 receptions for 51 yards and a touchdown. Gus the Bus Edwards, look at this. 80 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 14 yards. And on top of the hill, what a magnificent game. Jahmyr Gibbs, 152 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 5 receptions for 37 yards. I mean, he had a beautiful game. All right, let's see here. Let's go to tight ends. Coming in at number 5, Sam Laporta. 8 receptions for 57 yards and a touchdown with a whopping 19 points. TJ Hawkinson with 6 receptions for 88 yards and a touchdown. Excuse me, Taysom Hill. He's back. Taysom Hill is back. 1 for 2 for 44. I don't know what that is. 6 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 reception for 14 yards for 22 points. I don't know what that 1 for 2 for 44 yards. I guess passing is. George Kittle. 9 receptions for 149 yards. He put in some work. 23 points. And Trey McBride. 10 receptions, 95 yards, and a touchdown. Good job, kid. Hopefully that's sustainable with whoever's coming in playing quarterback or the Cardinals. We'll see. Let's see. And last but not least, not last but not least, but we have our defenses. Coming in at number 5, ironically, the Chiefs in a loss. 1 fumble recovery, 6 sacks, 1 block, 24 points against with 12 points. Giants defense, 2 recoveries, 4 sacks, 13 points against for 13 points. The Lions defense, 1 interception, 6 sacks, 8 points against for 14 points. Cowboys defense. So sorry. Y'all give it to them.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
1 touchdown, 1 interception, 2 sacks, 1 safety, 1 block, 20 points against for 16 points. And the Denver Broncos, 2 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries, 3 sacks, 9 points against. That's the big topper. They barely had any points against them. All right. And last but not least, our wonderful kickers. Number 5, Younghoe Koo. He's doing his thing this year, y'all. Told you, 2 for 2, 39, 39, over 39, and 1 40 for 49, and 2 extra points for 12 points. Brandon Aubrey, let's see, 1 over 39, 1 50 plus, and 5 extra points for 13 points. Riley Patterson, 2 for 3, 39 yarders, 1 40 for 49, and 150, and 2 extra points for 16 points. Brandon McManus, 2 for 2, over 39, 2 for 2, 50 plus for 16 points. And Chargers kicker Cameron Dicker, finally with a good game. 2 for 2 for 49, over 49 yards, 1 50 plus, and 3 extra points for 16 points. And since I didn't get to talk about that game, I did. Or did I? I think I said I wanted Chicago to win that game because I needed the Chargers coach to be fired, but of course that didn't happen. I got the job, All right. So before I go, I think I have one more. Yep. Here we go. I want to go over the scoring leaders brought to you by Fantasy Football Today. Hopefully they have everybody. Quarterback. No, they don't. So we will not be doing that segment. I only like to do it when they have all the positions. So I'll probably do that one hopefully tomorrow when they have everybody. They don't have all. No, they don't have it. So hopefully by tomorrow when we go over waiver wire talks and talk about tomorrow's game, we'll have all the information. But other than that, we'll go back to the comment section and see if there's anything in there that I missed. Thank you guys for a great show. Again, I truly enjoy Cowboys going down. My man came on here. And that's what Coach's show is for. That's what it's for. He came on here. Said Cowboys going down. Enough said. That's all he wanted. He didn't need nothing else. He just want to come on Coach's show. Tell Cowboys fans, y'all going down. Let's hear it. Oh, Animal Cowboys here. So, yes, that is how we end Coach's show today with a Cowboys theme of y'all are going down. And for the Cowboy haters, I'm sorry, not Cowboy haters, for the Cowboy supporters who hate all the jib jab.
Stop the cap.
That one's for y'all to Blaze. Hey, Coach had a great show today. I'm glad you guys came and hung out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Tune in tomorrow. Again, we're going to go over waiver wire talks. We're going to go over fantasy news updates, and I'm going to update the scoring leaders for fantasy football for up through week 8 going into week 9. And we will talk about Thursday night's game, and then we will enjoy more comment sections. If you have any start and sit questions, please bring those in. Coaches, talk to Coach might just be a daily segment. You know, this might be a time where we just carve out every day and just talk to Coach. But you know what's coming, guys? I said it. It's coming this offseason. We're going to start it this year. One-on-one in fantasy football with Coach. We have to. We have to. Joe, you might want to come in and join on this one-on-one. We need to teach you why we need more than 30 seconds in fantasy football to draft a fantasy team. At least a minute, bro. At least a minute. I'm going to hold you to this every single time. I swear to God. But, yes, we're going to have some one-on-one with Coach. Sit down. We're going to line by line. Line by line. We're going to go position by position. We're going to understand what the point system is. We're going to understand how to play fantasy football. We're going to learn about dynasty. We're going to learn about IDPs. We're going to learn about best ball. We're going to learn about DraftKings. We're going to learn about tier groups. We're going to learn guys. We're going to take you to school. Coach is going to take you to school. So tune in for the offseason. That's later. We still got 9 more weeks to go. Plus the playoffs. Hey, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I enjoyed my show today. I hope you guys did too. Hey, Coach is out. Have a good day.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.